Michael, you're on a 5?
Checkmate. Welcome to Closed Mic Night. Give it up for your headliner, Michael Blank!
Big night tonight, baby. Tonight I am hired to do my first ever clean comedy show. It shouldn't be too difficult because I only have to do 5 minutes. The guy said I could even do 3 minutes if I want to, and he's gonna pay me $35, allegedly. Sometimes people offer to pay you and they don't actually pay you. But he'll give me $35. He was very desperate because his opener is in the hospital, so I'm filling in for somebody, and it's gotta be squeaky clean. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be old people, there's gonna be children, and there's gonna be Christian people. So it's gonna be a tough gig. And to make matters worse, it was a last minute hire and I have to leave for the show in about an hour. So I'm on a time crunch, but I think I do have a surprising number of clean jokes. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna find all my clean jokes. All right, boys, I got my set. I actually have a decent amount of clean material, and a lot of my best jokes are actually clean, so I think I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna leave for the show here pretty soon. I'll see you fuckers there. You gotta eat good before a show. Usually I prefer to eat steak, but today I'm gonna have some eggs with cheese. Boom, baby. Bon appetit. All right, and we're on the way. No turning back now. 5 o'clock Christian show. I hope it goes good. I hope I don't accidentally cuss. And I hope I get paid that $35 so that I can buy weed. I'll see you fuckers there. All right, guys, we made it. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not even allowed to tell one dick joke. It's like asking an artist to paint without a brush. We got a great parking spot. It's at the Della. Oh, hey, what's up, man? All right, a little warm up for the crowd, I guess. We did it, baby. The Christian Arts Expo is what it's called. It wasn't bad for a 5 o'clock Christian show. The conditions weren't ideal. The room was completely full of windows, which usually you want no windows. It started off with gospel music. And we just kind of watched that for a while. And then it was my turn to go on stage, and I was opening up for another comedian. And then after that comedian, they had poetry, and that was the whole show. So I was one of the only 2 comedians. I was the opener. I was just opening up for another open mic comedian. I didn't find that out until I got here. I was just like, oh, fucking Brett, you're the guy I'm opening for? So it was it was a good surprise. And when the guy brought me on stage, he's like, this next comedian is great. Well, not this next comedian. The comedian after this is great, but this next comedian is Michael Blank.
We've got an amazing comedian. Well, the next comedian is not amazing, the one after this. I'll mess with you, Michael. Michael Blank, he was called last minute. I'm going to invite you up to the stage. Get a round of applause for Michael Blank.
I opened up with a joke about being called autistic. My name is Michael. A little bit about me. I was bullied a lot growing up. I was called autistic. It was mainly by this one guy. His name was Brad. He was my doctor. And then I told a joke about working out. I like to lift weights. I have a really strong lower back because every day is lower back day if your form is bad enough. I like to target that L3, L4 vertebrae. I can squat 300 pounds without bending my knees. And then I told a joke about hitting on women. Dating is hard today. I've been looking for a girlfriend. I texted this one girl that I had a crush on. I was like, hey, do you want to hang out sometime? And she replied, actually, I live in Europe now, but no. Like, oh, thanks for clarifying, okay.
And then I told a joke about getting a speeding ticket.
I'm doing pretty good financially. Not to brag, but let's just say I could afford a pretty big speeding ticket and not go bankrupt. But then after that, I would have to drive the speed limit again, save up some money until I could buy another one.
And then I told a joke about making money.
I make money, I got a few jobs. One of the things I do, I like to mow the lawn, make a little side money. But sometimes people complain, they're like, oh, Michael, you cut it too short, it's not gonna grow back. And I'm like, you're welcome. Finally took care of that grass once and for all. You can just pay me for the rest of the year right now.
And then I told the joke about being mentally challenged.
Sometimes when people first meet me, they think I'm mentally challenged. I had 2 friends tell me that. And the first time someone told me that, I was like, what? Oh, like, no way, that's crazy. And the second time I heard someone say that, I was like, what? No way, that's crazy. Am I mentally challenged? I don't know, but it's a pretty quiet room right now. You guys are like, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna let him know?
And then I talked about my lisp.
I have a little bit of a speech impediment. I can't say the letter after R very well, a lisp. Which whoever named that word, what a jerk, right? They put the letter in the word. I can't even pronounce what I have. People ask me, they're like, Michael, why didn't you go to speech therapy growing up? And I'm like, I did. You should have heard me before. Nobody could understand me. When I was a little kid, my brother had to translate everything I said. My parents would be like, Michael, what do you want for dinner? And I'd be like, and they'd be like, what did he say? My brother would be like, he said he wanted me to choose. I'm like, no.
And I was gonna close on the lisp joke, but it didn't do that great at the end. So I took a risk and I told a joke that I wrote that morning specifically for the Christian audience, and it paid off and they liked it, and I left the stage.
I need to start going back to church. I used to go every Sunday. I grew up Catholic, and me and my family would go every Sunday. But we stopped going at some point. I don't remember when. I think it was around the time that the Chiefs got really good at football. Yeah. We used to have to go and pray for them to win. But all right, you guys have been a wonderful crowd. Thank you for showing up. Praise the Lord.
Most of my jokes feel dirty, but then I looked at him and I actually have a lot of clean jokes. So I have another clean set coming up in a couple weeks, so it was nice to get some practice in. And most importantly, I did get paid the $35 I was promised. Shout out Charles Randolph. Now I have weed money. Also, the guy told me I only had to do 2.5 minutes, but I just did 5. $35 for 2.5 minutes is a really good deal. I guess it's true what they say, clean comedy pays better. And I'm pretty sure he lost money on the show, but shout out to him for running it. Praise the Lord. I ended my set by saying praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Anyways, that has been the mic tonight. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow night, I do not believe there's any open mics, but I'll see you guys at the next open mic. Thank you guys for coming along. I fucking love you guys. Peace.